done took too many L's, told my niggas wins only, yeah. Wins only, yeah. Wins only, yeah. Wins only, yeah. Wins only, wins only. Wins only, yeah. Wins only. I done took too many L's, told my niggas wins only.
Alright, so we have Cool Clouds here with us today. We know you do music. Can you tell us if someone were to ask someone to describe you by listening to your music, what would their description be? What do you think their description would be?
Laid back, off the rip, because I want my music to portray who I am, like, actually who I am. So I would say laid back, chill but insightful, intense at the same time.
So do you think your description would be different from theirs? Like, would they align?
From, you mean like another person? Yeah, it would definitely differ, because first off, the filter that you create through, and that's with any type of art, the filter that you create through is going to be different from the filter that they receive it from. So it's always going to be different. But you don't want to try to adapt or change to fit their filter. You want to, you know what I'm saying, put out your pure self as much as possible, because that's your.
So I kind of want to bring both of you guys, because Kirsten, you do music as well. Do you guys feel like there's something missing, like in the music, like of today? Like, is there anything missing from that?
I don't want to say missing, but I will say different. Because like, I feel like it's the same, but it's different. Because I feel like music back then, or older music, I feel like it had more of I guess, an inspiring effect. Like, as far as like the civil rights, music was a part of that. I feel like today, music is not as heavy, if you will, I guess, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of more so like all about having fun.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like it's deep music out there, but I feel like you have to go find it.
Right. I could agree with that. Kirsten, how do you feel about that?
I feel like music is relevant to like where we're at in the world, because I mean, I'm a singer, so it's different, and I feel like there are a lot of talented singers, songwriters with powerful voices. I just think it's not encouraged as much, just because I feel like rapping and singing have kind of been merged into one category. So like, part of what makes rapping so unique is that it's an opportunity for you to just go hard, be extreme, you know. Singing is supposed to be a little more emotional. It comes from a different type of power, vocal power, vocal strength. And I feel like what's unfortunate is that you do have a lot of great singers like me, and like a Jasmine Sullivan or somebody like that. And then when you're trying to filter your voice into this generic, 808 type sound, it's hard to do that. But then on the flip side, I feel like there's room. I feel like people are starting to form their own way of doing things via social media, which I think is smart. I think for R&B artists, when you start to oversaturate yourself into the social media game, you kill the music, because a part of that mystery is what makes a great R&B artist or singer. And I know we have like Yeba, even though she's not black, she doesn't specifically do R&B, but we have a lot of new. Yeah, she's good. I mean, and that's what it's about. I was looking at the Whitney Houston documentary, and she's somebody who brought people to tears in her ability to sing. And I think that conviction. Yeah, that conviction. And I think that a lot of that is coming back. And same with my music.
You do? Can I add a little bit?
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely. So, do you feel like the lack of authenticity gets clouded by the production of it all? So, like, people that manage them are people that have the guap. Like, if you don't have your own money, if you're not independent, they have so much say. So if you want to get this many likes, or if you want to get this many followers, being politically correct, and you have to do this or go with the wave, like, they like kind of wash out the authenticity.
They do.
And then you don't have really artists, and you don't have people that's creating content like speaking how they feel and different viewpoints and just being real or raw with it. It's just like, let me do this to jump on the wave so I can get the guap or pay these record companies back because this is what sex sells, or bubblegum rap, or rappers, singers, or whatever you want to call it. And it's very hard to, you know, just remain true to yourself in this world. Like, this thing is either like you have to be on the latest, what is it? Trend. It has to be trendy. And sometimes, you know, there's some people that are iconic, like their music you can play through all different periods, and it just has that.
Teddy Pendergrass. Teddy Pendergrass is one of my favorites. I
feel like that's what we lack now, because it's just like the popcorn industry. Like, you want to put it in the microwave and pop it, that's it.
I have two responses to that. I just have to, because when you said it choked me. The first one is going back in time to like a Clive Davis, for example. What I loved about Clive Davis was he understood singers. You know what I'm saying? He understood the magic that comes with having a diva-esque appeal. And so what I loved about the way that he ran, you know, his business at the time that he did it, or maybe he still doesn't, I don't know. I know he still has the Grammys parties and stuff. But, you know, he would grab them, find them, mold them, and that was kind of the process. And I think for singers, that's so important, because it's not about, you know, this out echelon. Most singers are actually pretty private. They sing in church. You know, it's a different effect, but it's about the power that comes behind being a singer. On the flip side, going back to the sexual point that you made, I think that's totally valid. You know, like Summer Walker, I think she's a great singer. I'm not knocking her, but, you know, somebody who, you know, super big on plastic surgery, super big on, you know, this kind of like weird sexual kind of vibe going on. And it's like that in general, even in our city. You know what I'm saying? Most of the ladies who follow me and vice versa, I applaud their music, you know, they applaud mine. But, you know, part of what gets the likes and the trends and what gets people interested is the sexual appeal. I think that can be sliced through if people would put more emphasis on performance, because that's where you really get people's attention. And I'm not just talking about throwing events and having performances, because if you got real singers there, you got to have full production. You need a band, you need a great sound system. Like, that's what's going to make the whole thing happen. But if we're not pouring into that, if we're just saying, hey, we want popcorn, then we'll have popcorn. We'll have Young Blues who show up and disappear. We'll have Designer, they was talking about him earlier, who show up and disappear. We'll have singers who take, you know, Sizzle, you had an album, then you go for 5 years.
Some people get into it and they realize what it is, like Tiffany Blue. She could have been all this in the third, but once you got a taste of like what the industry was like, some people don't get with that.
Yeah, it's trash. It's real trash. And again, that's what goes back to part of the reason why we keep seeing all these artists, rappers, singers, whoever, pop up and disappear, because the industry is a bitch, especially nowadays. It's really, I mean, it was bad then. Nowadays it's worse, because I feel like people, it's so, everything's monetized at this point. So people will go super far to do whatever to get a piece of the pie. And so a lot of these young artists, you know, they have their moments where they blow and they don't know what the fuck to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Right, you got Munch. Sorry.
So, I feel like I'm sorry. I was just about to blow.
No, go ahead before you forget.
Some people like really know who they are. Like, they're consistent with it, but you can see them evolve. Like Cool Clouds over here. He always had that same vibe, but it only gets better and better and better and better. But you kind of know the vibe, like they don't, you know, they know themselves.
Right.
A lot of times I think people are getting pulled in so many different directions.
No artist development.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's no development.
Quick question for Cool Clouds.
Sure.
Do you think today's rap music got a negative effect on today's society?
Does today's rap music have a negative effect on today's society? I would say yes and no, because society comes first. You feel me? You can't blame the music when you're alive first before you make music. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So if you're alive and living and this is what you're seeing, what are you gonna make music about? What you're seeing, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, it's like, even in people who not live in certain ways, you see that's what's successful. That's what they bigging up. That's what they signing. That's what they putting the deals behind. So if I've been doing this my way for so long and I ain't got nowhere, but I see Buddy over here just started rapping last year. You know what I'm saying? He talking about this and that. I know him. I know he ain't doing that, but he signed. So what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like now they really like the music industry. The music comes second. Now it's like it's the personality. Who are you? That's what they really
The
selling.
drama.
Yeah, that's what they selling right now. Cause you can have an artist who ain't put out a music, who ain't put out a song or had a hit song in a while, but he constantly in some shit. He getting talked about. That's what the label's looking for. You feel me? Like
it's less about passion and more about profit.
yeah.
Like I think I like country music. Me personally, like some country music. Honestly, I really like all kind of music. But my point is, country music, if you notice, it's consistent with storytelling, and I don't think we have that in our genre of music. To some degree, I think we've lost that. Like I think a lot of it is more about trends. It's more about trends and not necessarily storytelling. Like before, you could listen to a song and you knew exactly what they were talking about. You could feel what situation they were referring to. Like you could feel it. I don't get the same vibe from music.
And I would say
now.
to add to that is necessarily like, can you blame the artist for that? Or should we be blaming the labels? Like these are the people that's in power. These are the people that's in power that's making these decisions.
Because country music, their whole narrative around country music has been the same. Like people make jokes about that genre of music, and it's gonna be the same jokes. Rap music, we talk about how we done went from talking about this to talking about this. Like it's obvious that the music has changed. What we talking about has changed, but all the other genres done stayed stable. I think that's a bad thing and a good thing concerning our culture for our music, because we always talk about, you know, what's really going on, but the labels be wanting to push that back, and it's be wanting to have motherfuckers come up with the popcorn and then have the sex, all that sell, but then you have motherfuckers who really spitting what's going on out here, and they get pushed away. So
I wouldn't say it's a lack of storytelling. I just feel like it's the same story being told. Cause
Like,
that's the only thing
no
we have on.
concept.
Gotcha.
So let me ask y'all this then. Can we say it's a difference between rap and hip hop?
no. Hip
I
hop
would beg to differ.
We gotta talk
It
about
started one way, and
hip hop
then
is the culture, and rap is the music of the culture. That's how I feel.
And R&B is
No,
the
rap,
balance.
rap.
Is the best part of it.
Cause hip hop,
With the lifestyle.
if you go to them rooms and go in them spaces where people really like break down hip hop, a lot of rap niggas is not being in there, not getting spoke about.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Hip hop is like kind of like timeless. Like if you study hip hop, you know they got their upper echelons of greatness, and a lot of these rap niggas is nowhere close to it. You know what I mean?
That's why I said hip hop is the culture, rap is the music for the culture, but that don't mean everybody who make music.
But
for
every
the culture,
hip hop niggas don't be rapping.
LL Cool J, like the fact you got the Kango hat,
I feel like
it's already
hip hop
like that's
nigga
hip hop
could be
right
a
there.
rapper, but a rapper could never be a
Hip hop.
nigga.
There you go. I like that.
feel
I like
me?
that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I
I
feel
fuck
like
with that.
it's about your intention and you know what I'm saying, what you trying to bring into the situation. Like if you trying to pimp the labels and get your money, I respect that, but you a rapper. You feel me? A hip hop nigga, you gonna be doing
Stay
this whether
true.
you get paid or
So
not.
it has
You
more
know what I'm
of a
saying?
Stay true
feeling.
to it.
But that's also going back to the R&B conversation, which y'all so eloquently left out, but it's fine, I'll remind you.
I was gonna say something about them.
But that was also the bridge that came between R&B and hip hop. And back in the day, in order for you to make a successful hip hop track, you needed R&B. Mariah Carey
Not
made.
No.
Okay,
But go ahead.
I would say it's a valid point. It's a valid point to that because right now, if you listen to a lot of songs that's popping out, a lot of them shits is samples.
Yeah.
Off some
Yeah,
other shit.
or better yet, or now you have rappers who are making their own melodies with a high pitched auto tune, and they're just trying to, finagle. And I'm not saying something wrong with that. I'm just saying that what made music so personal, like what he was talking about.
You know what? To your point, my bad for cutting you off. Yo, like R&B and all that shit came predated motherfucking hip hop and rap. So we gotta get them niggas some credit now.
I feel like another thing is hip hop. Like people don't realize hip hop, rap, whatever. It's still so new. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
Number
it's still
44
growing.
years,
You
45
know what I'm
years
It's
saying?
powerful as hell.
Yeah.
too.
It's
we
still
have
growing.
some artists like Beyonce. She's done tapped into her. Oh, I'm about to rap.
Yeah, exactly.
And some
she
female rappers are singing like some of the guys like. What is it? Rap singing,
Yeah.
rappers.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
sing and rap,
even Lil
like,
Baby, like
Drake,
his sound kind of
he
has
was
like a
built on
sing
that.
rap sound to
Yeah.
it. But that's what I'm saying is that's what I'm not saying that there needs to be a separation. I'm not saying that we gotta go take it all the way back. I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm just saying that why does one have to dilute the other?
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, we live in a society where there's no substance. There's no substance because partially of what you're living, and another part of it is what you're digesting. On the flip side, that you need substance. Most of the R&B music that I've heard is actually really good in the sense that most niggas I know will cut on their playlist and they just play it over and over again. The disadvantage, however, going back to the labels, is that that's not music that they're pushing on the market. Meaning you have to be your own representation. You have to just wait for niggas to put you on their own playlist or wait for them to throw you in the algorithm rather than the radio stations or whatever, Sirius XM pushing you. On the flip, no, turn it back to me. On the flip side.
Look who's controlling that.
On the flip, I'm just saying, because you gotta let me. But no, because it eats me. It eats me in my own experience because I've had in the little bit of time that I've been doing music, I've had people just come in my face. Oh, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do that. And don't get me wrong, they threw up their bread, and you know I've had managers, plural, fired both of them, however the case may be. But the arenas that they try to throw you in and the advantage that they try to take over you. Oh, you're kind of sexy. Oh, let's do this. Oh, you're this. Let's do this. Oh, I had one manager who wanted me to sing for this old ass R&B group where the audience was maybe 10 people. Motherfuckers don't listen to them more, but oh, we want you to sing this old type music. We want you to have this Whitney Houston kind of effect. I had another one who just wanted me to be completely naked. The point is that because it's not an appreciation or understanding of what R&B is, it's either one extreme or the other, as opposed to what. Go ahead, turn. Because you distracted me with your hand up. Turn it off.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask both of y'all. This is double. This, both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all cool with not making it in the industry?
No.
Oh, I had a little bit more to it.
Okay.
A little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, go. Explain why. No. No. Get his answer too.
Oh, well, I know for me, my music, well, actually, no, that's like my everything. I take my business very seriously. I'm constantly in promotion mode all day, every day, constantly booking. I just went to a show, me and Ashley on the phone during lunch break, stalked another person. Hey, let me get your info, let me do this, trying to get some outdoor shows. Other day, I just went to go listen to a band, had a nigga kind of front on me a little bit because we're Grammy nominated. I literally all day I'm just plugging. The point is that I'm not doing this. I don't.
You're an artist too.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Okay, so why is you sitting out there being
I
quiet?
know. I was going to interject after he.
And one more thing.
But now finish.
But I really got something to
You're-
say. Off
But
what she
yeah,
said.
finish
Oh,
what
well,
you were-
my point is what I'm trying to say is that I plug all day, every day. That's all I do. Y'all say I'm into my masculine energy. That's just because I have dealt with people who take advantage of these type of situations. So for me, my business is my business. You know what I'm saying? I deal with these people. I handle my own bookings, all that. So it's not an option for me to fail. Don't believe in it. Only way I could fail is if I stop. So
B.
Would I be okay with not making it in the industry? Or you had another question?
Yeah. Go ahead, answer.
Would I be okay with not making it in the industry? Yeah, just because I feel like we had this idea of what it is or what it's gonna be before you actually in it. So taking that away, like shit, I don't know what they be about over there. You feel me? Like, it's not necessarily something like I feel like I have to do. It would be nice. You feel me? But at the end of the day, like I make music for myself and niggas like me. You feel me? So as long as me and niggas like me is enjoying my shit, that's all I really care about. You feel me? Like just for, even if it's just one person to know, like it's another nigga that feel exactly how I feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I do it for.
My opinion about it was like, cause I mostly DJ and I just did music just to like help artists because it's like I'm not gonna tell somebody. Nah, I actually get on the track and rap. But my issue has been like because of what I've been around, like he said about the authenticity. I feel like Dolph, where it's like I'm really the plug's best friend. My perspective, if I do music, I've been around niggas who did a lot of shit. I wasn't that nigga. I done been in certain situations where people wouldn't like, you know, expect that from type of me. How do I put that into my music without giving a false sense of authenticity, but like staying true to myself? But at the same time, I know that motherfuckers out here don't want to hear that shit. They just want to hear me be that type of person. And I don't think either one of these people need to be in the industry, because I know a lot of people who, without mainstream push, make it in their area.
But that's still that's what I'm trying to say. The industry, in my opinion, is being able to hit the masses. Nobody does this for fun. I mean, yeah, you do it for fun, but when you drop in thousands of dollars, when you looking at your bill and you done spent $15,000, this shit ain't games no more.
I always look
so I'm just saying.
I look at Tech Nine as the template for almost every independent artist, to where he has his own warehouse for merchandise. He does he is the template for independent artists. Next up, kind of being Russ with how he goes about his production, about everything, like doing everything in house. People try to give J. Cole that credit, but really Russ really got that, like doing everything for himself.
I feel like when people say industry, like industry,
you mean radio
means mainstream. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mainstream, radio, Grammys, BET, etc. But at the same time, like, it's so much that comes before that. Like, you could be at a whole nother level, coasting, getting your money, not being in none of these people's faces. You feel me? Like people like Currency, where they like doing, you know what I'm saying? That's doing their own thing. So it's like you gotta decide what you want out of it. At the end of the day, you gotta decide, number one, what you doing it for. Number two, what you want out of it, and then move off of that. You feel me? Because like if you wanna be mainstream industry, like it's gonna be some sacrifices that you're gonna have to make just because of the people that just because you're not controlling it. You know what I'm saying?
You can be in the industry and still be dead ass broke.
Yeah, that's
this motherfuckers do not mainstream.
I got a question. For all three of y'all, it's all at the same time. I don't care how y'all answer. All right. It's validation because y'all artists, y'all sensitive about y'all shit.
Okay.
It's validation from the masses, the ultimate goal.
Yep.
I care more about validation from like this group of people here instead of the masses. Cause I know if I can get y'all in this room, each one of y'all have a distinct, different personality. Like you said, you like country music, so like I don't really know. Well, still you like all music, but like I believe you off of you just staying straight off country music. So it's like if I can get everybody in this room to vibe, be unbiased, cause I ain't gonna lie. Everybody in here gonna be honest. Like I feel like everybody will be like, hey, it's good, but you could do this. Like everybody open to criticism. But if you really fuck with something, we can take this. You know, 2-3 people. If y'all like-minded, y'all might still fuck with my product. I don't have to worry about getting to the masses because I know the people that's around who still may not agree with what I got to say all the time. If they can fuck with the music, get my message and the vibe, I don't have to worry about the masses because those that's actually like gonna consume the shit or actually probably support me to get the shit out there. Like if they really fuck with it, other people gonna fuck with it. I don't have to worry about the masses if the people around me actually like my music. Then again, y'all can all just be fake and just be like, yeah, that shit sound good, and be like, yeah, nah. But like, you know, going off of that, I don't think you really need to worry about the masses. I think at the beginning I was worried about it. I don't put up music now just because I just keep looking at how the industry shift, and it's like the money I can invest in my career is hard when I got other shit going on right now. So it's, you know.
That's what I'm saying, but that's where it takes. It's the sacrifice. Like I get what you're saying, I respect it. It's a very humble statement, but end of the day, when you believe in you no matter what, that's it. You have to sacrifice. You have to put yourself in some weird, uncomfortable, crazy situations. Validation from the masses is just about being able to have a large group of people who understand your ability. I deserve to be amongst the greats because I am great. I know my ability. You feel what I'm saying? My music brings people to tears. I know that for a fact. So why would I not rally? Why would I not go hard? At the end of the day, I know how much money I done spent so far. You know what I'm saying? I'm to the point where I've seen me, you know, I will lose my shit about my shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's because it's my stuff. I believe in it, and it's my job to promote it. It's my job to push it. Now, granted, if a label come and they come with the right conversation, maybe not. Maybe you'll just continue to run your bag so much to the point where you have so much support in your own base that you could just kind of blow it up on your own and you don't need the additional help. But nobody's doing this to not at some point have that recognition. Why would I not allow myself the opportunity to work my ass off to not be able to perform at the Grammys, at the Oscars? You know what I'm saying? Why would I not work I listen to Kevin Hart and different people and I respect them because it's like, their mentality is so devout to what they believe in, nothing else matters. You feel what I'm saying? I hate having to drop my kid off. I hate having to travel to Atlanta to go deal with one producer because these ragged ass producers in Jacksonville suck. I hate having to spend this money. I hate I done invested $20,000 already into my career money. I don't have debt. I'm still paying off. I hate I gotta worry about motherfuckers saying or not saying, paying for mixing, not paying for mixing, sending, doing videos, not editing them, holding you up for them. Well, I told you about that because, oh, you ain't trying to throw no pussy, so I'm gonna hold your shit. Whatever the case may be, the point is that despite all of that, my job is to keep pushing, because that's what's called having faith. When you believe in what God is doing for you, when you know your destination, everything else is noise.
Well, you don't need that validation then. I want to take that, like, I want to go a little bit deeper in that with you, because that can suck away all your dreams. If you know who you are and you believe in your higher power, it's going to get manifested whether the masses follow or not. Because if we going to go off of that, people just jump on the next wave. They don't know what they.
I was about to say, because
they
the
don't
masses
even
don't know
what
what they want. Exactly.
Right.
This fight's about to be out.
Be
But that's not
flip-flopping,
true. But that's not necessarily true.
Be on your dick today and off of it tomorrow. Like, you don't.
But that's not necessarily true. And I'm not disregarding what you're saying. I'm saying that when there are people, that's the benefit of having a base. When people start to believe in you so much to the point where they're spending money to see you, to support you, you build a base of people who have followed your journey and believe in what you do. That's how you're able to withstand. Jasmine Sullivan didn't withstand because people was fucking with her. A lot of people wasn't. Oh, she fat. Oh, she this, she that. But because the core believed in her, she was able to surpass. She was able to revive herself even after they shredded her apart. So validation in the sense of letting that be your weakness and your insecurity, where it's like, oh my God, I gotta get validated. No, not necessarily. But validation in the sense that you're like, I'm gonna put my shit up against the best. I'm gonna rally until it reaches the best, because I know that it deserves to be in the conversation of the best. And I know that my shit can knock off this person, this person, this person. That's just confidence. That's that.
The word. I was about to say,
confidence. That's just that confidence to know
you have
I'm
that
there.
confidence. You don't need validation. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
When you go through some shit, you'll know. Like, I'm not discrediting what you're saying, but I think you define a better. We're not saying, you're not articulating the right word for it, because you have all of that. Like, everything you need, you have within. You don't need the masses validation. I'm telling you that, baby girl. You got what you got. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta stand on that.
Ain't up for no Grammys, but everybody know the album that nigga dropped is fire as fuck. Yep. You feel me?
Yeah, but you just say everybody, right? Who's everybody?
Everybody that matter.
The masses.
Everybody that matter.
But you get my point though. It's one and the same.
Because I'm saying it's a difference.
It's semantics.
Because when you say like the masses, I mean that's literally everyone. Like when I say everybody, I mean like us. We know, and then not to get into no racial shit. You feel me? But that's gonna be the. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like. A person who's sitting in the office like at a music label, half of them niggas probably wouldn't understand the Kodak if they sat down and talked to him for 10 minutes. You feel me? But that's neither
I honestly want to say, like, let's be honest, we all know who pays for shit. Like, we see festivals, we know how much all these festivals cost. We watch videos and recaps. Who do we see? Don't want to bring race into it, but who's the majority that pays? White people.
Don't
like
get that turned off now.
like I'm just saying, like when you watch, like that's my issue with a lot of artists too, where it's like you want to be street so hard, cool, you can take you can do that, but you only gonna have those people relate to that. The white kid's gonna want to be like, oh yeah, I want to be like him for like 2 seconds, and then find another dude who like, oh, I got a rocket launcher, I shoot grenades, like I do all this, like, and then he like, oh, I want to be like him, I want to be gangbanging like him. Like you have that's the mass appeal in my mind, appealing to the white folks. That's why I said I rather care if y'all gonna push me. When you like the person in your church, if your church congregation got even 300 people, that's not the masses. But that's 300 people that you put out a single for $1. That's $300 you can get if everybody in your church really believe in your, like, if I even get like 100 people, that's $100. Like right there, I see a flip, because I'm not looking at the masses for my product. I'm just trying to get what I got to say out to those who fuck with me. Then hopefully y'all share the shit. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. But that's where that drive to get it done, because at the same time too, in order to get, it's one thing to have people say they support you, listen, like, because you got a whole bunch of things going in the algorithm. You got the actual like, You got person who go as far where they comment every time. You got person that go as far as they share every time. Then you got people who like, fuck it, I'm gonna spend my money. When's the show? I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Then you got people, oh, it's out of my city, I'm still coming. Then you got, like you said, especially with rappers, you got merch, or I'm gonna spend that. So, but all of that comes down to how in which you treat your craft, because when you go hard for something, it don't matter how. It's a chick that I see all the time, I'm not gonna say her name, but she constantly posting. At first I was like, oh my god, this shit aggravated the fuck out of me, but I'm watching her journey, you know what I'm saying? As an artist myself, you know, one, I pray for her because I know what she's dealing with. I opted not to deal with some of that stuff and I'm taking my own path. But two, I can't help but respect it, because at the end of the day, you are shoving in my face the fact that you give a fuck about what you're doing. And so in that case, I might, my like may go from a like to a comment. My comment may go from a comment to a share. My share may go from a share to I'm actually spending money to come and see you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really just, at the end of the day, that's really what it takes. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us get caught up too, not us, but like in general, people who start off, they want to start off ready-made. But ready-made is not always where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And you also have to be careful, because when you have something good, that's when all these other cockroaches come around and they want to feed off what the fuck you got going on. Now it's, oh, do this song with this person, even though that shit, oh yeah, we not really gonna pay you, or oh, we just gonna take what you just did, we gonna have somebody else sing over it, do whatever, you know. Oh, travel and go here and let's do all these bookings and you do all these openings and shit, but we ain't paying you no money. You know what I'm saying? You should just be grateful that you're here. Like, these are all the things that go into an artist. And I think that, I know in my opinion, if artists would show more of their process and not so much of the glitz and glam, it would make people more want to support you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're seeing it in action as it's happening, minus just the high moments. You know what I mean?
I think that the industry has like a negative side. Like, I feel like some artists lose their artistry because of the media. It's crucial. Like, it's very, not crucial, but cruel. I think it's very cruel. And I just always wonder, the people that, like Whitney Houston, we all saw what happened with that. Like, I feel like the media played a role in her spiral.
Yeah.
And so I think sometimes it's also a negative side to the industry. So that's all I want to say on that. Anybody else have anything on the music topic? Any
Don't pay for a
questions?
showcase.
Don't
pay for a showcase.
Don't.
You should never pay somebody else to perform. You get paid to perform. That's all I got to say. I get tired of motherfuckers like, I want to go do this show. No, that's a scam. They don't
I
give a
want
fuck.
you guys to give, each one of you guys, to give a piece of advice or a resource or something to people that are just like you.
I'm an artist too. Y'all can say something out.
Oh gosh. We'll start with Kirsten and then go this way.
Keep going. Like, keep going, and keep going meaning be consistent. Never stop putting stuff out there, good, bad, or indifferent. Never stop pouring into your music and your craft. Find a way, because to me, I feel like when God is moving your life, doors will open, whether or not you made them open or it just so happened to fall in front of your face. There are miracles around every corner, and objectively, all God asks us to do is to work. So the proof is in the pudding. Just keep going, and you'll be surprised what the end result will be. And that's that.
If I gotta tell y'all anything, have fun. Don't forget to have fun. It is the worst when you get in the mode and in business something come up and ruins the fun. You can't create when you not, like, you probably done made your best stuff. I know I have so much stuff I don't drop for my own reasons, but it's like I know I had the most fun creating music when I just didn't care. Having fun, like music, creating anything should be a fun process. Barely be business. Your fun should translate to profit. That's how I feel. Don't lose your fun, your sparkle while you started doing this. That's all I got to say.
I would say know who you are, know who you want to be, know where you want to go. Be willing to sacrifice for that, and don't let nobody talk you out of shit. Simple as that.
And
That's a
ladies-
fire
and
segment,
ladies-
cuz. That's
Look, and ladies, don't be traveling with these men.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
what I'm
about.
saying. Don't be traveling with these men.
That shit was wrong. That shit was smooth, dog. I ain't even gonna lie, cuz. That was smooth.
Hey, why you over there? Fill my cup up.
Alright, give me the cup.
It's your top 3.
He said top two.
Not of all time.
No, not all time. Like I literally my
This
favorite.
his top 3.
Yeah, my
What's your
favorites
top
will
3?
literally switch, but the reason why I got like Bill Withers and Teddy Pendergrass right now is just because like personally what I was going through like recently I've been listening to.
Oh, so you been okay.
So and then
Bill
Teddy,
Withers
but
ain't
Teddy
no
Pen-
sunshine.
but
He
Teddy
gonna do a breakup?
Pendergrass is like always there because Teddy like that's that's really personal for me. So
Wake
like
up,
Teddy not going nowhere.
No more sleeping in
And for the
That nigga
toss up
sang,
for R
man.
Lennox, like I like R&B, but it's like I don't like to be in my feelings in that type of way because I'm a destructive person. So I look for destructive energy when it comes to my music. It's toxic. I understand that, but I'm not a crier. I'm not a crier. Let me say that. So it's like not embracing shit. So I'm not.
We seen
There's a
your
camera in my face.
We
I'm
seen
not
your
going to
ass.
say certain things. Just
Alright,
know I
cool.
listen to certain other things.
Your top 3.
Top 3 R&B.
He ain't gonna butcher. I already know it. I'm ready.
Off the ripper, I gotta go with my boy Usher.
Mm.
I feel like he held it down for the niggas. Like it really, you would be hard pressed to name another R&B superstar in these times. But shit, I gotta give my dog Usher the respect. Gotta go with my boy Mike Jack, even though he necessarily wasn't really R&B. But shit, that's Mike Jack though. Who gonna argue with that? Number 3, shit, I gotta go with my girl Sade / Anita Baker / slash Fantasia, just off the strength of When I See You. Fucking
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? That's
Okay, yeah, that was a much better
Okay.
list. That's how you do a list.
rap.
Oh, wait, we get rap? Oh,
I thought we was doing the rap too.
No, let's do
Alright,
an
my
R&B.
R&B.
Let's
So I
do
can
R&B.
get y'all all the way together. Teddy Pendergrass, yes. Top Teddy
I
Pendergrass.
ain't gonna ride my way.
I would say Andy Irie. Oh, love Andy
She
Irie.
wrote.
And then I would lastly say, damn, this is a hard one.
You gotta do a male because everybody else did too.
Yeah,
she ain't got
No, I do listen to men more. I would say, you know what? I'm gonna go with Donny Hathaway.
Ooh!
Donny Hathaway.
He's on my top 3 songs. No,
Touch
5
your soul,
songs
didn't it?
I listen to every day.
Yes.
Every day.
Someday will all be free. Make me cry. Very sad.
I listen to a song for you every day.
Oh my God, that one too. Yes. Or this Christmas, we listen to every year.
Yeah.
So.
But I definitely listen to a song for you.
But notice.
I got my nigga John Legend.
John Legend.
Hey, but hold on.
Which John Legend?
But I don't think it should be secluded just to y'all 3 though. Because
Yeah. You're right.
Cause I got some days.
Teddy like he listen to music.
I don't know nobody else
Teddy
doing it.
Teddy B.
I'm
Teddy B.
an old soul, man. Chris, we all
What's your
old
people?
souls.
What's your people? What's your
Hey
people?
man, you gotta respect it.
Oh, no,
You gotta
but ladies
respect
first.
it.
R&B though.
The biggest. You gotta
You
respect
gotta
it.
go.
She more pop.
Man, you
gotta
gotta go.
No, go ahead. You got it.
But can we just
Well-
apply real quick how I just want to my masculine energy, you know, it just completely
Oh
just,
hell nah. We need to get.
it just complete the conversations on hip hop. Then I just came in, you know, I got all these people together. You know what I'm saying? I brought them back to the R&B
That's
side.
not masculine. That's very feminine.
Alright, who next with that R&B picks?
Go ahead, Lane.
I could go, but it's gonna be like, okay, you got your males and then you got your females,
Mhm.
and
Just
you
give
got
us
your
three.
I know
And
you're gonna
your
get what I'm
trainers.
gonna give, okay? Because you asked me about this, and this is what I live. Music gets me through. So on my R&B playlist, the females I've been bumping Anita Baker,
Woo.
Beyonce, and it's the girl that sings Bad Bitch Energy. Her name is Samantha. I can't even remember the last name, but I listen to that song every day. Did I say Beyonce?
Yes.
I did, but that's just what I've been vibing off lately. And Anita Baker.
Right.
So on the male side, I've been listening to Donny Hathaway every day. Eric Bellinger has slid up in there. Like, he has a way of singing shit, and I don't know. It just does something for me.
Breakfast in bed.
I don't know. Like I said, it slid in my top 3 lately, and I like old songs. Stevie / I'm gonna do a / Slave / what is
Slave
the
and
song?
Prince?
No, Slave
She
is
look like she Kim.
walking down the street, watching ladies go out. I like a lot of songs where it was a time and era where men didn't like, I'm sweating you, like I like you, like they didn't mind, you know, tapping into that.
Talking about simping. Talking about simping.
It's not simping because them niggas was on
Them
top.
niggas was simple.
Oh no, the Ozzy brothers.
You heard boys to men.
The Ozzy brothers made a good point.
No,
when they did their verses.
And that's what another one I've been listening to lately, Ozzy Brothers.
They
That's
always
my
want
top.
to make their music complimenting women. They always,
And
their
he's
whole
still
goal
relevant. He
was
did
to
a-
make
they did
music
a- the
complimenting
whole new
women. So they
album.
made songs for women.
Shout out my nigga Kim.
We forgot about Kim.
Love him.
When love comes.
Oh yeah.
That's a Kim.
But you know what's funny?
That's lately. That's been my top 3 lately. Especially R&B, I love. You know what I'm saying? I listen to trap music because I love working out. But me and R&B have like this love thing going on, and it gets me through my day. Whether it's the melodramatic song for you, or like the highlight, Beyonce. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's a thing for me. So.
Who's next?
All right, I'm gonna do mine right now. You know I gotta do Teddy up there, dog.
Yeah,
That's my dog right there. I got Anita Baker.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Always Anita Baker, man. Gotta have on the playlist. And I'm gonna put somebody in there that everybody don't listen to. I'm gonna put Minnie Riperton in there.
Ooh, really? What you know about?
Okay, he went
Ooh,
with it.
razzle dazzle. What you know about Minnie Riperton?
You know. Yeah.
Okay, I see how Cali
to you.
Yeah.
You imagine Ashley singing that?
Nah.
It speaks to his emotional side.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm scared.
Cut.
No, okay.
Bro.
I got Whitney Houston.
Okay.
I love Jasmine Sullivan's voice. I drink a bad water if I could.
Yes, her and Brandy. Her and Brandy sing like that.
If I had to do a male, not Marvin Gaye, but that other nigga.
He said
What other nigga?
The other nigga.
There's another Margaret.
No, the other nigga. That kind of used to rival him.
I don't know, but it.
I wouldn't allow that now.
What's the
Al
Green.
I said Al Green.
Al Green.
They rival each other?
I think
Bro,
so.
I get them two mixed up.
Yeah, I do. I get them mixed up. I said it.
Yeah, I get them two mixed
I
up.
put Al Green in there, man. You know what I mean?
No,
I like power. I like power behind it. Whitney Houston had that power. She had power. Jasmine Sullivan got that power. She got
Mariah Carey had that power too.
She did too. She did too. And like I said, Al Green had some power, man. Al Green had that power for me too.
All right.
Why is she on your nerves?
All right,
For what?
Ashley.
Because she's so.
Wait, hold up. Now who you talking
No,
about?
I really don't like Mariah Carey.
I didn't want to say it though.
Hold
I
on,
didn't
I really don't like her
Hold
for a funny reason, and I really joke when I say it. But it's like Mariah Carey knows, and she makes this a joke. She knows as soon as Halloween's over, she get a fucking. I can't stand her. She knows, and she knows for 2 months after this, she finna make.
I mean, but she came up though.
I get like I fall for. I really don't like. It's not like I really got problems. It's like it's just
And
so.
your ass be right there singing the song.
Hell yeah! It's just like you know Mariah Carey coming.
So is the
Just like we said, I like.
I don't think that's fair. I like, God damn, bro, that's somebody else
Let
for
it
Christmas. It's
snow.
like, nah.
Oh yeah,
bitch,
well,
it's mine.
there are 2 other people. The
Let
estate of
it
Donny
snow.
Hathaway and Boys to Men still get their check too at the same time here.
I be right there with my
I
pillow.
like Mariah.
Who don't love Mariah? Mariah knows
All
she
right, man, what's
here.
your 3?
No, she good. It's just
Ash,
She
she
say
just
happy
know she
birthday,
get. She
girl.
just know she get that time with
Hey,
the
hey, hey, hey.
Emancipation
My
of
cut.
Means.
Hey,
That shit was
hey.
platinum.
Shut your mouth. Okay. Ow, I got beat.
Janae Aiko,
Okay.
her, and then Kim. Love
That's so
Kim.
weird.
Kim,
Yeah, love Kim.
You pick like new people and then.
Mhm.
Kim,
Nice
oh,
That's
style.
all she listens to.
Let's start you with rap then.
Yeah, I eat
She
that.
looks like she listens to a lot of Janae Aiko and her.
I do. Rap.
ooh, I got mine. I'm next.
Oh, we rap? We rap
Oh,
now?
we just want- oh, yeah, let's
I
do
was
rap.
R&B. I just did
Nah,
R&B.
you
I
guys
got
know.
nothing.
We gotta
You
do
gotta
rap.
start.
I mean, let me see. Go to somebody else and I'll have.
Just go to your brother.
You.
He say your brother.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, that don't need to be
Damn.
explained.
Bro, just sitting there.
Man, I'm tired of hearing this nigga, dog.
No, but really, honestly.
You wins only?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
wins only.
Todd.
he didn't put the camera on.
Go ahead and say something.
I think you got.
No, it's just the fact.
You had my style
You-
taken for a second, cause I.
We not finna introduce not only
Man.
the guest, but the man.
The artist, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a guest, alright, man. The man said he not a guest.
He ain't no guest.
You know, guest, alright.
Fam, boy.
He is.
Part of the show.
But we talking about the man who's the theme song.
Okay. Wins only.
Wins only.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Hey, can I ask him a
I'm
question?
over here asking. Go ahead.
Can I ask him a question, man? What inspired that song for you, man? What inspired Wins only, man?
Shit, I just feel like I had been going through a time where, like, you know what I'm saying? People tell you to take your L's and make them lessons or whatever. But after a while, I feel like you got to get to a point to where you just got to decide, I'm not taking no more L's.
Ooh.
Everything gonna be a win from now on. You feel me? Even if it don't necessarily go my way, it's a win. Then
Right.
somewhere I just gotta find it. You feel me? So yeah, that's really what that was.
Yeah, that's deep right there.
It's this laid back energy, yeah.
From birth.
It's that humble energy, sure.
From birth.
Or you're trying to say I'm not home?
Oh, my top 3 hip hop artists: Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
Oh, here we go. Corny ass bitch. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna put Big Crit in my top 3.
Hey!
No. He
Big
outside,
Crit?
but he good.
Wait, hold
How you gonna turn the
on.
camera? I only did 2.
What he do saying something?
But she just said, she was like
She
corny.
said corny.
Corny.
Know what she
No,
like.
I mean I like Big Crit, but you just J. Cole Kendrick Lamar.
I ain't gonna be able to answer that
Them
question.
niggas
That's like Whitney Mariah.
Them niggas
Woo!
goats.
Great
Them
there.
niggas- Man, when she get her top 3, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay, yeah.
I ain't gonna say
keep
nothing.
going. Keep going with your.
I know your shit gonna be
Keep
trash.
going with my shit. Gonna be all right. Come on, go.
And
What's your third? Come on. Five. Who's the Drake?
I went
Where's the goddamn minute then? I'm just kidding.
I don't really fuck with Drake like that. I mean, I like him though. He ain't my top 3. And I say what I'm fucking with now. Just
Alright.
fucking with him. I fuck with Pusha T, man. He tell them drug stories real eloquent. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Go ahead. That's me. That's my top 3.
Like this. Off real, if I'm finna approach a woman, the first thing I'm gonna do is try to make her laugh. I make her smile. You feel me?
How? It's the bottle.
It depends on the situation. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. The bottle.
You
The
gotta
bottle's the
assess
woman.
the
You and Walgreens.
situation.
You gonna say your cap off?
You gotta assess the situation. Like, yeah, it's a bottle. That's the problem. Cause y'all trying to sell me on the looks and how she look and all that shit. You feel me? But when you really dealing with a human being, a person, you feel me? You
That's
can't
what the
approach her
bottle
off of that.
off of how you look, cause that's what everybody gonna do.
But that's what the bottle represents. That's
So what
real
angle
person.
you take?
That's what I'm saying.
What angle you gonna
That's what I'm
take?
saying,
Cause women are aesthetical,
Like I
man.
said,
Right.
I'm gonna make her laugh.
Women are aesthetical.
What's up?
First of all, that's already wrong. There ain't no fucking word aesthetical. That's not a word.
You gotta make her
How
laugh.
the hell you gonna tell me? I can make up my words.
That's not a word. Aesthetical.
A compliment is a good way to go.
I guarantee. How much you want to bet is the word? You want to bet? Do you want to bet?
Hey Siri.
Yeah. Gotta look up, see us, nigga, no peer. Cool clouds, fire proposition.
Skybox view, I'm a young Jerry Jones, getting money, getting stoned, putting my niggas on, making sure our business on the top where we belong.